All right, guys. Well, yeah, I almost bumped my head on something like that. No, it don't fucking matter. Anyways, so let's see. I don't know if y'all can even see any of this. Got me some new parts. Had to have some warranty work done because one of my dog bones, which this isn't the one, but one of these parts here, go to my center drive shaft, back up to the rear. This pin here came out, and it ate a hole in my ESC, and it shorted it out. Well, we got everything working again, got it all in place. It was running just fine, and but the pin started kind of like working its way back out, and I noticed it was running kind of a little sluggish. So I took it directly to the Traxxas, you know, Traxxas store or their headquarters. I don't know. It's located in McKinney, Texas, and they fix everything under warranty. So that's pretty nice of them. No, I didn't have to argue with them or anything, man. They really good customer service, really helped me out. Uh, so while I was there, I went ahead and picked up some new parts. Got me a blue wing little spoiler or diffuser for the rear, whatever you want to call it. We got me some new control arms, one with orange. Just kind of mix and match it a little bit, you know, why not? And I also went ahead and got the upgraded suspension rods, shock arms, shock rods. It's really shock shafts. The front, rear, I got everything all the way around. Unfortunately, I also replaced these pins for this hub, but I got it back to my house. Well, they replaced these, but apparently they only replaced the ones in the front, didn't replace the ones in the rear. So I still have a broken one. Why did they not catch that? I don't know. They got overlooked. Same reason I didn't catch it, I overlooked it too. Until I started test driving it today before I started changing everything out, and I noticed my back tire was a little wobbly. Well, this was the culprit. It's supposed to have a threaded end here to hold it in place. So I called them. They were pretty understanding. Didn't have to pay anything, and they are mailing me some new ones. And they're actually going to mail me a couple of sets, is what they told me. So that way, if it happens again, I can just go ahead and change them out free of charge. So that's very nice of them. Now I have been looking, shout out RC Illuminati, showing some upgrades to do for these. A little bit thicker shafts, something a little bit stronger. Been thinking about maybe going to the ones that are on the X Max. They're made a little bit differently, but I'm sure I can get them to work. If I do that, I'll post a little video of how to do that. Now, this video here is not really a tutorial. You know, if you can't really see what I'm doing and you want to see what I'm doing, say something. I can bring you in a little bit closer so you can see something if you have any questions, you know. But for the most part, I'm just going to be streaming while I do this work just to, have it up there so everybody can kind of see what I'm doing. And not as a tutorial, just so everybody can kind of see, the changes I'm making. I also went ahead and got some blue mud guards. That's pretty cool. I like those. I think I kind of went blue with most of everything. I have the lime green body, except for everything else is anodized blue and all that inside the chassis and everything. So that's really cool, So I kind of wanted to keep that thing going. But I went with the orange down here, just have like a little bit of contrast. So that way it's not just all, the same color. So that way, or it's just not all just black, I want to kind of throw a little bit of contrast in there. Just have a little bit of fun with it, because why not? Basically, this is where I'm at here. Got this guy about to pull this shock apart. You know, one thing that surprised me is why it was there. I mentioned something about the O-rings that go in these rear cups. They took the O-rings out that I put in because I requested them to, because those are the ones that I put in, and they're quite small. So I wanted them to put the ones that went in there. These just happen to be the only ones that I had, so I threw them in there. They worked for the time being, but now I have the correct ones. You know, but with them changing those out, I would have figured they would have caught that. Or maybe while it was happening, maybe it got over tightened or something like that. Now they were saying that whenever they put them in, whenever they do any work back here, they uh, take it apart from the top here and not from the bottom. Um, I don't know, but it is what it is. They're sending me some for free. No reason to sweat it. And I'm not changing these out because I had any issues with them. I'm changing them out so that I don't have any issues. Now, I can tell y'all, you know, I did say this isn't a tutorial, but I'll tell you, I give you a little bit of knowledge I have in my head. So, the way I do things, I only take one side apart at a time. The reason for that is so I have a reference point. So if I'm having an issue, I forget where something goes on the side that I'm working on, the other side is put together at the time. I do not do both sides at once because if you have it all in pieces and you forget, then you forget. And you don't have anything to look at to know except for the manual. This way, it's a little bit quicker. I don't have to go dig through the manual, find I can just quickly glance over here and I can see where everything is placed, see how it's put together. Do the same thing in an automotive application. I'm working on my street vehicles and my RC cars. Here's the old ones, and there's no issues with them or anything. I just just preventative, just going to the upgraded parts just to make sure I don't have any issues. I have an issue with the upgraded parts, now I got spares. No time to fill this bad boy apart. See how that was? It's just like a shaft that goes through there, and it's really just held in place by how it's attached to the vehicle. And the X Max has a shaft like that, and on this side that holds the wheel hub, the two screws that go into it, instead of being threaded like this part. So see, this is the part that goes in here, and see how it's threaded? Just keep snapping those. It needs to have that thicker shaft go all the way through. You know, I was using my D-wall drill to do all this, but now I would have to kind of be careful and not tighten it all the way, so that way I didn't strip anything. So I haven't got one yet, but I am planning. I need to get the gyroscopic screwdriver. D-wall build a pretty nice one, so I have that on order from Amazon. It hasn't arrived yet. It'd be nice once it shows up though. I was sitting around today, man. I just didn't want to wait for that. Didn't really want to wait for these hinge pins, the lower hinge pins. So I decided, well, hey, I'll go ahead and change these parts out that I've already got. Whenever I get that hinge pin, I can go ahead and I can throw it on there. And, other than that, I haven't really been went to the Traxxas headquarters today, so that was cool. I went and dropped my truck off there on Sunday. Went and picked it up today. It was ready yesterday, but it's a little bit of a drive from where my house is, so I waited until this morning to go out there. I don't know if that's like really the official headquarters, but it seemed like it. And in the video that I'll post after this one, after I get it all done, uh, I took some pictures and things like that while I was there, so I'll go ahead and throw those in my next video. If you want to be up to date and see that video as soon as it comes out, go ahead and hit the bell. And today my neighbor was out there working on his truck. Nearly lost a piece. It's got a bracket or something. It goes on leaf springs in the back. And the shackles were all rusted. They're changing those out. And he wants to complain about my little Nissan sitting out there in the street. You know, and he wants me to move it so that way he can get his vehicle. You know, I didn't really have to go out there. So that he can get his vehicle where he wants it in the street. Well, I have my Nissan. I parked my Tahoe behind my Nissan. You know, for me to move that, that means now my Tahoe is going to be in front of my driveway. And I can't get my toy car out, which is a Nissan 1986 Nissan 300ZX that I have been restoring. You know, and every once in a while I like to take that out and play with it. It's a fun car to drive. You know, so now I will have to move my Tahoe to get my Nissan out, you know, and it makes it harder for me to get my truck out. I have a 2500 HD sitting in the driveway, and with my Tahoe backed up that far up against, you know, I can't. No, that's ridiculous. My son's bus was pulled up, didn't let him out, and just took off driving. I don't know what they're doing. I hope he got on the bus today. My wife is on top of it, so. Savannah. I think you just missed Connor. Oh, they let him on? Yeah, I was going to say that was quick. I seen the bus pull up. As soon as I looked out, the bus was pulling on. Oh, no. What's up, dude? How are you? You come say hi? Oh. To YouTube? You want to say hi to YouTube? No? I don't think he's paying attention. Hey. Y'all got a hand. He's got to go take the trash out. And let's send homework. I gotta tighten those right yet. So, you know, the only thing is if I change my wing out, I did get, I got an orange brace T-bar, but you know, this orange T-bar is just doesn't quite match. I went ahead and got it anyways, because my plans are, you know, and now I have a spare, so that's always good. But my plans, of course, if I mess up that other one, I'm sure there's going to be a lot more I need to replace than just that T-bar. But You know, my plans are to put these kind of put these different colors in there, have some contrast. I'm gonna get me a clear body, and instead of painting the clear body completely, I'm just gonna tint it. Now, I'm gonna leave the windows clear, but I'm gonna tint the rest of the body. Um, I I tinted that with my Teton, but with my Teton, I did not receive any masking for the inside of the windows. So whenever I was spraying it, it just covered the windows, and I didn't really like the way that it came out with everything tinted the same as the windows. So I just went ahead and uh, just blacked it out. Now, one thing I did do with my Teton, now here it is. Here's the body. And that is black tint. Well, it's kind of dirty because I play with it. Had it out in the rain the other day. Now with the bottom, all that in there is Flex Seal. So to make it a little bit stronger, I sprayed it with Flex Seal. That's the back. I saw the other day I was showing a little 124 scale crawler that I did. I took an SCX 24. This guy here gutted it, turned it into this buggy. A lot of fun. Now I did relocate this battery. I put these shackles, so that way I got the 66 turned in there instead of the 88. I got that guy to see if I could build a better crawler than this Devastator here. Devastator still, for the money, man. This is what's up. This is where it's at. This thing is really awesome with the the front and rear steer. It's fun, man. It's a really fun little book. No, I'll release some videos at a later date. Me playing with those crawlers. I have a little setup over here, which y'all can't quite see right now. Y'all are attached to my laptop. Well, it's a webcam I have plugged into my laptop that I've had for that webcam in on. I've had it for a long time. That's why the video quality isn't that great. But all my other videos are done with my cell phone. And it's a Samsung S21 Plus, so it has pretty good video quality. Nice thing about this workbench that I have, the back of it has a catch. What's going on? Changing these parts up, and there's a little bit of color to it, so it's not just all black and. Right now, I'm just trying to. You shouldn't see it from the camera. Right now, I'm just trying to consolidate. I was getting a little messy up here, and I just want to consolidate everything, so that way I don't wind up losing or misplacing things. So I don't want to have to confront it. Is that how the pepper go? That's it. If you want, it's cold. There's no more in the fridge. I wouldn't be I don't really like it. Delicioso. Delicioso. Love you, Connor. Hey. That's not really to happen. Sometimes I'm strange, guys. It's just Texas. Spain. Standard friends, standard moves. Not complaining about it. So don't get me wrong, I'm definitely not complaining about it. My best friends in the world is the standard friends. I can't remember the town that he's from. He has told me the name before, and I just can't remember the name of it. But I do remember he told me that it translates into houses of cardboard. Apparently they're made out of like this dark, black cardboard, and it's kind of thick. It does keep you warm during the winter, but still, man, I find it sad that there's people that have to live like that on this planet. I spent a lot of time overseas in the Middle East and seeing how those people live and talking to a lot of those people. I've met people from Nepal, I've met people from Syria, I've met people from Jordan, and it's just for a lot of people that live here in America, it is very hard, or even, in the United Kingdom, in America, anywhere that is not a third world country, live these lives, and they think they have these problems. And I'll tell you one thing, they don't know what problems are. You go live in a third world country for a year, and then you come back here and try to talk about problems. Because you'll come back here, I guarantee you, you're not going to be talking about any kind of problems. just don't have those. Not like that. Not like that at all. They live a hard, rough life, man. Man, annual man. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people on YouTube that have no idea who I even am. I guess to give you a bit of a background story, Did an 8-year contract for the Army, United States Army. I did convoy security. The job was, I'm not going to start spitting out MOSs and all that, because I don't know who's watching it. But I did convoy security, and a lot of time in the Middle East, in Germany, in Ireland, all over America. I tell you, out of everywhere that I've been, man, favorite places in the world, Kona. Oh, you see that? Look at that. I didn't even, I didn't even have that snugged up. I didn't even have that snugged up. Now y'all can be witness to how janky these parts are. Look at that. It snapped right off. It's not even, I didn't even have it tight. Just boom, just snapped it right off. No Traxxas. Something needs to be done about that. Well, it's coming together. Not complete yet, but it's coming together. I think it's starting to look quite nice. This next step here. Drop it down in my lap. Just need to flip it over. Gotta flip her on her back. I'd rather have her in my lap. More stability. And don't want to put any pressure anywhere that is not necessary. Thankfully, I got those guys coming in the mail soon. Hopefully, they'll be here within the next couple of days or so. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, those are those things pins, man. Those are the ones that came in box. I haven't changed those out. Now they'll get changed up. I really need an upgrade for that. Maybe come out with something. I know there's, I can't remember if it was RC Illuminati or if it was Kevin Talbot. He was talking about an upgrade for that using modifying the hubs and drilling them out a little bit and had some bigger hinge pins, a little bit thicker to go in there. I'll have to look that video up so that way I can make sure to get that done. Either that or I'm going to get the hinge pins from the X-Max and I'll figure out how to get those the hinge pins from the X-Max on there. Yeah. Maybe I'm going to just stare at the marks. That's that. Come on. Go over to Hobby Town USA, give me some hobby grade scissors there. I think those are getting a little worn out. Of course, I've had them for 15 years. A long time. Really. Bought those way back. I don't know if y'all remember. What was it, man? Was it Slayer? Nitro Slayer. Nice, man. I had a cool, had a little transmission in it. Two gears in there. 2-speed transmission. Nitro had a big old motor in it too, man. That thing would do over 50. Never put GPS on it. Box said 60 plus. I did a lot of work to that thing. I took the control arms, suspension, and everything off of the T-Max and put on it. Widened it all up. It was fun, man. That was a fun little truck. But I just kept popping motors. I moved more towards the drift cars after about the third motor that I popped on that one. And stuck with that for a little bit. And then the electric started getting better. Of course, my drift cars were electric. But started making some improvements to things. So I got this Teton and I have a Slash. Messed with those for a while. And this bad boy right here came out with Sledge. And I was watching these videos of Kevin Talbot, and I couldn't. I watched that and I fought myself. I fought myself and told myself, no, I don't need it. No, don't go spend the money. No, you don't need that. You'll be fine with what you got. You have a lot of fun with it. But seeing him throw this thing off those ramps, send him to the moon, is what he likes to say. Going to the moon. And I was like, well, I'd like to go to the moon. There we are with the slash, and it's starting to come together with the sled. It's starting to come together quite nice, I think. What do we got going on here? 1 second, guys. Something going on outside my house. I walked up in my yard, but let's see. My cameras are catching though. I don't know. Some of y'all might complain about this. But you know what? I don't give a fuck. What's wrong? Freaking thing up here. Hey, look, y'all can't even see all the goodies, huh? I'm like, look, decorations I got going. See that red RC car there? That was the very first thing, very first item ever that I saved my money and bought. And I'll have to say, I was probably 6, 7 years old. I call it the Pokey Wheel Racer. Started young with RCs, man. I seen that in the store and I wanted it so bad. My parents didn't want to spend the money on it. They gave me a budget to spend at the toy store. And they said, oh, I cannot go over that budget. Teach me some responsibility. So what did I do? I went with that. And I said, okay, I'm not going to get that. And every time we go and get something, or y'all get something for, my other siblings, stuff like that, I didn't buy anything. It's not really, I didn't really save my own money, but I went without, for a little while. And I let my other siblings get things, and I just played with the toys that I had. And I told my parents every time, no, I don't want anything. No, I don't want y'all to give me anything. And they took that money and they put it in a piggy bank instead of buying me toys. Now, once I had enough in that piggy bank, I went and got me a Pokey Wheel Racer. I want a closer look and see why I call it the Pokey Wheel Racer. That bad boy. It's got a transmission in it. I was, blown away when I seen that. You can see everything shifting around in there. How awesome is that? A few other goodies up here. Got the Dynacoat. All metal. This here, guys, this is something special. This was my dad's, and he gave it to me. And why it's special is because of how old it is and how cool it is here. Check that guy out right there. And that's a Hot Wheels from the 60s, guys. And that is a cool Hot Wheels. keep all those put up. Let's stay up there. Just check them out. Just looked up and got some good memories right there. Well, come along. Just come along. So one thing I can say is if y'all work on this, if y'all remove those lower hinge pins, man, be very careful. Tighten them up. They do not need to be tight. They don't even really need to be snug. Um, Now these are locking. These nuts here are locking. They do have rubber inside of them. That's the piece of hinge pin that's stuck. But they do have rubber in the end there, and so you get it up to that rubber, and that's on the making connections with the threads. Don't tighten it anymore. It's not going to make any improvements. If it is tighter, it's going to run just fine with it just, you know, uh, those threads making contact with that rubber in there. It'll lock it up and keep that nut on. And with this guy here, I usually go with the German specifications of Guten tight, good and tight. Guten tight. It's German specs. Right now, this thing is just barely in place, man. Always did get replaced. These are looking good. They replaced those at the Traxxas. Just replace these bad boys too. I have thought about going with this bad boy here. I've been told that you can't get over an 18 tooth. I have a 23 here. That's a 23. Pretty interested to see if I can get that bad boy to fit in there with a few modifications and see what kind of top speeds I can get. But everybody said, you can't go over What is it, 16 or 18, somewhere right around there. I'm sure it's on the box. My box is facing in the direction where I can get to it now, and that's not priority at the moment. Start changing out these front suspension and front control arms. Everything's looking pretty nice. Pretty nice. You know, and I decided to go with this ring, which I will probably only leave on whenever I'm just kind of playing. This will be my bashing ring. But if you look, some scarring here, sort of kind of pushed through a little bit. I popped a lot of wheelies, so it's pretty scratched up and dirty. And you know, the only thing I'm not going to get is my number 25 right there, which that number 25 is for one of my boys. We really need more, you know, I need one for each one of them kiddos. There's just not enough room on there. There's a few of them. 6 to be exact. Maybe. What do you think, guys? Look at that rear end. How's she looking? What's she sitting here? Oh. No, good not. No. Look at that. The right side is drooping more than the left side. And that should not be that. I don't have good screws. You can see it a little bit higher right there. Here's his face. It's just Let's see here, maybe this is the issue. Still, a little more droop on this side than this side. This might be out of here. Maybe up a little bit more. Jeez. Just it's hot apart. No, I think that's correct. I'm gonna have these guys here coming. I think that's good. You're doing all right. So here's just this hard pops thing. I think good. I think good. All right, nothing so fun. This thing's crazy because it looks like let's see here. Good resting point. Good. Just gonna set it to the side there. Now, suspension. Lock this. And then look pull up the bottom and here. You know what? I don't know about y'all. Those don't look new. To me, what it looks like is that these were the ones in the rear, and I asked them to replace the one in the back. And what they did was they moved the ones from the rear to the front and put the broken one in the back, trying to fool me. And that's why the man that I talked to said, okay, I'll go ahead and send you a set for free and some spares. What blame him? Should have remembered that man's name working up there at the Traxxas store. That was not good. Very bad customer service there on his part. The guy that corrected me, I think, I even told them that they didn't need to replace those. I had already paid for the parts. They should have just given me the damn parts. You know, and I'm kind of skeptical about them even placing those boots that they were supposed to. They said that they were closed. I didn't even say I didn't have a problem with the old ones. They said there was a problem with the old ones and they had to replace them. They charged me $15. I think they need some money. They were upset they had to replace my ESC in the warranty probably. We shouldn't be doing this like this, doing all these off at once. But let's get these done. Yeah. Whatever. He's not going to fall through it, man. Let's keep him the chair, you get the chair right against the stand. Just the other side, man. It's a lot easier, nothing more. What are you doing, babe?
You waiting for you to go?
What are you waiting for now? You take this with you. What are those doing? So what are they doing? What are you so fast? Yeah. What was that hit? I just did. Snapped the tip right off that tip. Of course, the truck's fine. Look at that tip. Oh, piece of it. You see where it went? Oh, there it is. Oh, look at that laying around. That's pretty good. Look at that one time. Snap that tip up. What's that? Two sleeves together? No,
It's not.
what's you? What's that? Mississippi. Getting mad at me because I don't give them no cigarettes. 9 months pregnant, still. No cigarettes. I keep refusing. Get angry. That's how bad them cigarettes are. People crazy. Really don't have much room to talk because I just smoke. Can you chair, please? So we can sit down. Thank you. You know, man, honestly, man, I really would never had anybody else work on this or touch it, but you need that ESC. And I wanted to see the Traxxas store. And they were supposed to just give me one right then and there, but that didn't happen because they had to order one. And they wanted to inspect things. We really started out with this not having many complaints. Those hinge pins being swapped around like that, just not too happy about. Especially since I paid them out. Not even for this. Might be, I'm gonna be yelled at me a little bit for calling her out on the live stream. I'm both sick and tired of begging for cigarettes, so. She wasn't pregnant, we do that thing with you. What is going on here?
You know what delicioso means in Spanish?
This is delicious.
Yeah. Doesn't make sense. That is delicious.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
Hi.
The world can see.
What?
The whole world can see. Not YouTube. Yeah.
So this guy is working on his car, basically.
You don't have to do all that. It's okay. What do you mean, this guy? That's all I have to eat, this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, that's not very nice.
What's that?
Another stepdad. Christian is another step. You just call me this guy.
I can't really see the car in the video.
Okay, go on. Stop playing around. Go on. That's strange. You really stuck in anything. Yeah. See that little girl. That's my girlfriend's daughter. I don't know why she ain't disrespecting me like that. Just calling me this guy. Because mama told her to come in here and do it. Because mom's mad. Because I keep refusing to give her cigarettes. And I mean, they live stream, so she's going to come mess it up. My mama gonna find out really damn quick, man. She really living in my house. Because she's pregnant with, what's said to be my child. She find out. She refusing to give her cigarettes. But I'll find out real quick. I'm about to bring her cigarettes and buy her cigarettes in minutes. That's a long story, man. All of that mess, man. I didn't get into any of that honestly. That's what I mean by the business. You know, like y'all think it is, just because I put these videos up, it really is. I'm not certain about this car here. What's going on with it? This badass toolbox. Check out that poster back there, down in Venice Beach, California. That's pretty badass. Marilyn Monroe all tatted up. One of my favorite places in the world. Venice Beach, California. Tony. Tony is just so relaxing and beautiful. I really would like to live there. I'm not going to pay $6,000 a month to live there. Some house, that's rent. I don't know. House my guy even looked at buying there. My house. Nice. I feel that, I'm not going to get into exactly whereabouts, the price range, but it's nice. Laundry rooms, big bedrooms, from the workroom. I get hungry, guys. I know a lot of this is in silence. I'm gonna be working away. I'm gonna get this taken care of. I keep talking to y'all. And a lot of things here. I think I am going to call Traxxas Sledge. I have to play a little bit about these hinge pins and what I just discovered. That is not making me very happy. You know, especially when you spend the money and they say, you know, we'll replace those. And they didn't hand me the part after I put them off the shelf. They said, oh, we'll go ahead and do that for you. And they just wanted to move the rear to the front and the front to the rear, thinking I'm not going to catch it. So what? So that way I have to spend more money and buy the rear. So, okay. Actually, I have to probably make sure. Just to double check. Make sure I'm not throwing away. hope everything here is working right. Picking up the audio and everything. This is an old camera, and I don't even know. I don't even know these viewers or nothing. Whatever. I guess it's really just for my own. I'll watch it later or review things. Shit. One thing is, I'll be on here for a long time, and eventually, my boys get older. They can get on here and they can watch it and see kind of things that their dad is into. And that's pretty cool. Something that you would have had. I was growing up. You know, that's a brand new thing. What's crazy is a lot of these children don't even understand that. They think this YouTube's been around forever. You know? Or it's just how children think. I start to grasp things like that till they get a little bit older. Not all of them, but most. You know? This new wing. This one's plywood. This one is a lot softer. Huh. Weird. Weird. Something too. I'm hard to know about these. Been out in the sun a couple of times. It's just like cold. Feeling still good soft. Like a guy in it. Oh yeah. She'll just stay out of here. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. So this here, the screw in it, have a slit there, pull back that spring, loosened it, pull it back, pops right off. Spring comes right off. Open it here, keeping this reservoir up, but don't lose any oil. Placing this. Take that reservoir. I'm not sticky. My gloves over here. Keep it upright. I'll show you all how I just did this. So the rears didn't do the same thing. These fronts are doing. Now these fronts didn't want to come off properly. So these fronts didn't want to come off properly. There's a nut here, and there's a plunger. Just slide off here. Okay, got the plunger. And then got this here. Now how I'm holding this, I don't want to scar it up. I don't want to weaken it. So you look here, see that smooth spot? So this is grooved. But then down here, it's not grooved. It's smooth right above the cutters. Right above the cutters, it's smooth and there's no grooves or anything. So that way I'm not scarring the shaft, or I'm not putting any, cuts into it. I'm not weakening the shaft at all. You can move around out there. Just make sure. Mm. When you get these, there are different sizes for the front and the rear. I'm sure you get the right sizes here. Because let's see. Probably got spot up and suspension on front right. So they're calling these suspension arms. This is the shock shaft, 72 millimeter GT Max, part number 8963T. That's what I'm replacing the fronts with. See, this is not a big thing. Then wing washer blue. That is the blue diffuser for the rear. We got mud guards, blue. Another suspension arm. Suspension arms, you want to make sure you get front, left, right, front, and rear, all different parts. Specify on there. So make sure you get the right one. Get all those out. A box over here. Don't think I'm digging through the trash. So no, I got a box. Nothing. Here it is. Shock shaft, 80 millimeter. Those are for the rear, right there. Part number 9662T. That's for the rear. That's what I place the rears with. Now, whenever you do it, there's a washer there. See that washer? Don't lose that washer. Lose that washer, you're gonna have some leakage. Not what you want. Every time when you're placing these, putting on these nuts, putting on the bolts, all that. Ooh, prime truck just pulled up. Now I got some new parts in it. Dude, it's turned into an unboxing video. And what just showed up. Putting on any nuts, any bolts, anything like that, start with your hands first. That way you can make sure not to cross fit. Let's say with the other parts, man. See, and this is what you want to do there. You see that? You don't really have much coming through, but just a bare tip of those threads, because you look in there. Let's see. You look in there. Come on, focus. In that nut, there's rubber in there, and that rubber in there locks that nut on. So don't have to get it that tight. You just want to get it snug where there's no slop. Whenever I say that, I mean it's not, so it's not moving around or anything. And whenever you tighten these, because I'm not using my box end, I'm using this close end. That way I can get on there and I get a good grip, get a good bite on it, and I'm not stripping any of it out. I'm not scarring it up. And it just goes on. First order that you took it off. Can't remember your reverse order. Go ahead and videotape yourself doing it. You know? You can go back and reference. You always want to remember when doing things like this, have a good reference going. If you need it, have a good reference going. You know? Because it's not always about the knowledge that you have in your head or what you can remember. Now, the key is having good resources and knowing how to use your resources properly. Keeping reference and knowing how to use those references properly to get the job done correctly. The job's done. It's not about speed. It's not about trying to rush through things. You know, some companies, you know, they want you to think that because they're more about productivity and money. For them, it's about money. You know, you're doing this stuff for yourself, or You've been working for companies, man. Quality. Quality above all. See anything. Installing these, see there's a notched end and there's a closed end. That closed end goes up against the body that notch in facing outwards. Those are some greasy nuts. There she is. Hey, the suspension parts on. Alright, I'm gonna put these dust covers back on here to the center here. And then watch them. Maybe not. Give them a couple hours. I don't know if anybody's actually gonna make it this far. It's not like I have a lot of followers or anything anyway. Not really in this to make money, not really in this to get followers, anything like that. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. I can care less either way. This is what I enjoy. This is what I'm doing. tools. Anything that will not really pay for the use. Some people do. Not good. It's hard to say which people you can do that. I don't really know of any. Besides some hip hop artists that I know who do that stuff. That's for completely different reasons. That's not because they want to make money off of YouTube. That's because they want views. To help them get booked at shows and tours, features, make it, where they can get features and bigger named artists, things like that. There's one time, I was over in Irving, and it was a really nice house, owned by these guys from Africa. They have a basketball court in their house. And I sat there and I watched Jerome and little Boosie shoot free throw shots, $200 a shot. That was pretty interesting. And I was there with Simon Bang, and I helped Jeff Adair while I was there. So, you know, back then, I don't think I had quite the beard I do now. It's been a while. Shooting a video beat up the block. I went to high school with Norm Key and Showtime. The road over there in Mansfield. in Mansfield, Texas. South Arkansas. The one thing about growing up over there is something with the hip hop and all that I always found pretty interesting is Paul Wall, man. I was repping Houston, you know. When I was younger, we used to go to the Arlington Stadium, and at one point, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm pretty sure, about 99.99% sure that I'm not, Paul Wall was a DJ there at the Arlington Stadium. And they're gonna give me a little bit of light. So it's got to go down just a little bit. You're welcome to it, but I can. Hmm. Hmm. Dang. Well, that one too long. I watched the direction. I didn't know what direction I thought it was. Change direction. Get my foot. There it is. Luckily, the floor in here is wood. It's like a kind of like a white, very light gray, kind of like a oh, so if I drop anything out here, you can see it pretty damn good. It's a light color. And these are black. Yeah. Well, that's I'm looking at right now. So we stand back to good. You know, one thing I've been thinking about getting into, I had some drones for a while. Those are fun, you know, but there's problems with the air traffic control and all that. Real close to airport. the base, military activity and stuff around. So, I'm just not trying to mess with that. But there are a lot of lakes. I've really been thinking about getting into getting a boat. And Traxxas put out a boat that, man, you can turn that thing down there flat out, and it just flips and keeps on going. Well, the video I was watching with Kevin Talbot, he was messing with that Traxxas boat. That's what he was doing, appeared to be doing. I would really, I really don't think that he bullshits too much. He seems like a pretty legitimate character. Um, so, I'd like to snag me one of those here pretty soon. There's a lake close to me. It's got some ramps out in the middle of it for jet skis. I would really like to see that Traxxas boat launched off in one of those. That would be a real ton of fun. Really, I haven't been into this stuff for the cars that I have, RC cars that I have, making videos, really taking to this. I don't take any of those to the skate park or anything like that, but I started watching some of the videos when this one came out, watching Kevin's videos, and man, that just really kind of excited me. Made me want to get back into this. And so, yeah, I think I even told him, really inspired me to get back into this. So, again, really picking up times and really do something. Just sit around, dwelling on things that are upsetting me. Just can't do that. It's not better to keep a smile on your face. Something positive direction. really upping the audience. Now I know y'all are looking at much right now, but I'm sure y'all can hear me. But really, the audience that I'm going for is not so much the money making audience. I'm going for the enthusiasts. You know, I enjoy watching everybody else's videos. I enjoy driving cars. I enjoy working on cars. So, yeah, man, I'm sure that there's others out there like me that like, want to watch videos, want to watch these things. Maybe just, have something there, watching it, be glancing over at it, and just have something in the background going. Sometimes. That things in the background there going, stuff that they're interested in. Hopefully, hopefully I can provide that. I sure do appreciate the long videos sometimes. One thing I did notice, how did my ESC replace? I don't know if it's tires. What? But it looked on the front end of off the ground. He was spinning the back tires and fishtailed going down the road. That was pretty interesting.
Great. A fish tail down the
Yeah, I know you don't know what that means.
No.
It is when the back tires break loose and start sliding around from left to right.
like
Or
this.
just hang out there on the left side or the right side real hard and now steer, stuff going straight.
I
It's
mean,
not very nice for you to sit there and come crazy, but it's pretty to do that.
where are you? Where are you? There you are.
So the roads make that look sometimes. Here we are. Get to know what you guys think. Let me know if y'all think I should install the orange T brakes. Or do that anodized blue in there. What y'all think about my color scheme? I decided to go with. I like it. You know, I like it. It makes me happy. I still like to hear y'all's opinions, see what y'all think. Um, It was pretty cool. Now, what I would really like is to replace all of this blue with like a dark purple or a purple color. Purple with that orange, or maybe like a what's the turquoise? Like to replace all the blue with the turquoise with the orange on there. That'd look real nice. But for now, you got the blue and the orange. And I like it. I think it looks cool. And as soon as I get those rear hinge pins in from Traxxas, put those in, and go rip it up and down the street. Like show y'all what I mean about it fishtailing. It's not. It's tires, man. These are my tires here. It's not like the tires are going down or anything. There's two. There's two more. You notice it's not the tire. Maybe it's it's just the weather. It's being a little cool. Pavement being a little bit cooler because it rained. I'm sure it's probably what it is. Yeah. This looks nice, I think. Maybe a little bit more like a toy instead of a scale model. I don't think this one was really a scale model anyway. I ain't never seen no truck look like this driving down the road. A truggy. Now, there are some pretty crazy toys out there, some pretty crazy inventions people have come up with, but you can see one like this. It's fun, that's for sure. That's a blast. Especially going out there to that skate park, riding that bowl with it. It's a lot of fun. And if y'all can, if y'all can get one, and you're thinking about getting one of these, I definitely recommend it. It's a it's an awesome RC bike. Very strong, very durable. It's quick. It has great air control when you come off the ramp. It's a fun little RC bike. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed the finished product. And if I could be, hopefully it was helpful. Show you how to replace some of those parts. Maybe you can see a little bit quicker way of doing it. Maybe if you're just uncomfortable doing it, give you something to look at and feel a little bit more comfortable while you're doing the work. Well, don't take it easy. One love.